What do you know?
5ASIDE podcast, footy discussions from our perspective and our perspective only. And today you are joined by
Khendrick,
Elisha.
Yo, where he at, bro?
Where's Sebastian?
This is nuts. What's going on?
Listen, man, prayers up for Sebastian. He got abducted by the Italian mafia because his takes are too crazy, man. So they had, he's in Miami right now. The ransom is too high. 5ASIDE ain't making that yet. So, keep supporting us so that we can get Seb back home.
Yeah, we gotta get him home, baby. Gotta get him home.
But we are also joined by
and we got
Josh.
Yes, sir. And thank you all so much for tuning into episode 9 of 5ASIDE podcast.
Nuts.
Make sure, wherever you're tuning in from, whether it's Spotify, whether it's Apple Podcasts, make sure you download it. Make sure you give us a 5-star rating, like, subscribe, follow us on all social media. Today, we are talking about the final match day of the group stage of the 2022 World Cup and also the beginning of the knockout stages. This has been, I think it's fair to say, this has been the best World Cup group stage ever.
For sure.
It's
at least within our lifetime that we've seen, but for sure, not even close, bro.
It's been incredible. And I feel like the unpredictability, that's a word, right?
For sure.
Unpredictable. Okay, I hate that. Yeah, English is my second language, guys.
You're killing it, bro.
You're going crazy.
I'm going crazy.
In a good way.
Yeah. But it's been so unpredictable, especially a lot of the quote-unquote small teams have been winning against big teams, and we're going to get into some of that right now. I got to give a special shout-out to Senegal, of course. Beat Ecuador 2-1. A lot of people were saying Senegal can't do it. Ecuador is looking really good. They're looking aggressive. But I said it, bro. They have one goal scorer, Ener Valencia. Once you shut that man out, there's nothing else really to it.
Did he score that game?
No.
He did it.
Ironically, he didn't. But
he did it. So it's like, once you shut out that man, that's really all there is to it. And they got the win. They will be playing England in the first knockout. I'm saying Senegal got that W. Like, we're filming on Saturday. They're playing tomorrow. Senegal 1-0. Knock them boys out. Obviously, because I don't want to see them go further than the U.S. too. So, I'm saying Senegal. But how do y'all feel about the final match day and, how it led into the knockout rounds?
Yeah, this shit was nuts, bro. I mean, to see Japan go through in a group that had Spain and Germany had me shaking for a second. Ooh.
And they shouldn't have, too.
What?
That one goal that counted, that was outside.
I'm a Spain fan. That was in bounds. And the reason it was in bounds, so I thought, if you look at the picture from the bottom, the way it's touching the grass, it looks like it's out of bounds because the bottom is all on the green, right? But you actually go by the sphere of the ball overall and draw a line down from the farthest side to the white touch line. So the edge of it that wasn't touching the ground, it looks like is directly on the line by like a blade of grass. So I see that I can agree that's not enough evidence to overturn it. Yeah. But it does look like it might lean a little bit out of bounds, but I mean, it is what it is.
So question for the viewers, too, does the ball have to be fully over the line?
That's the rule.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the rule. And especially since they've invested so much into the technology in this World Cup, they have to
get it right.
They have to get it as right as possible. So they have to be really anal about the specifics and the margins in it. So.
A lot of us just weren't aware of that rule because you see the bottom of it is completely on the green, but it's the edge of the roundness. Yeah. So it looks like it might have been in by like football? Just a time.
We're talking about.
It's when I knew it was on this couch. At least I got some space this time. Jesus Christ.
But Japan ended up beating Spain 2-1. And shout out to Japan, man. Shout out to the whole of Asia for making it to the knockout
South
stage.
Korea going through too. Absolutely nuts. Late goal to beat Portugal.
My goodness.
Man, knockout Uruguay.
I was going to say, like, on the tip of just, like, this being an exciting group stage and all the upsets, I feel like this group stage is showing us how important momentum is. Like, we could talk about the team sheets, the big names, the, like, you know, the who's who. Yeah. But, like, when it comes down to it, it's actually just about momentum. Like, if you have momentum in a game,
absolutely,
even if you're ranked 100, bro, like, it's over. Like, that's what happened in the Spain match.
I was gonna say Japan had a crazy 10 minutes. Spain's like, yo, what's going on? Yo, what's going on? 2-1,
oh shit. And
Spain didn't know how to respond.
And that's my that goes back to my fear. Bro. I've been saying this every episode, but that goes back to my fear about Brazil. Yeah. Because even in the last match, I know it was their reserves.
And they were already going to go through.
But if you could hold them until the last 10 minutes, you could catch them. And that's exactly what Cameroon did.
Yeah. They did.
Caught them in the 90-plus minute.
You could say the same about your team France as well.
For sure. No, it could happen to any team.
Yeah,
if you could hold those Giants until the last 10 minutes, you get some momentum and you could take them down.
Yeah.
So
that's real.
Shout out to, what's his name? Aboubakar.
Fucking GOAT, bro. Let's talk about that red card.
Photo right there.
Talk about that red card, bro.
Vincent Aboubakar.
Come on.
For those who don't know, Cameroon, and ironically enough, Seb is not here, so we hold him.
And Seb is Cameroonian.
Yes, half Cameroonian, half Italian, but Vincent Aboubakar is
lit as fuck.
First of all, the only player.
That's the shit I do.
The only player to score this World Cup versus Brazil.
Sheesh.
Yeah. And I don't know if he thought. Yes, the only player to score versus Brazil.
Bro, they didn't concede a shot on target until that game, by the way. That's how nice.
Yes.
And then Cameroon was like, fuck all
During
this.
the Cameroon game, the commentator said at some point, there was a shot and Ederson had to. It was like a bouncing header, and Ederson really had to jump for it.
Save. Yeah.
And the commentator said this was the first save of a Brazilian keeper. Like this World Cup so far.
Scary. I'm telling you, that's what I've been trying to say.
That's good for the defense. They've been putting up.
And this is an old, quote unquote, old Thiago Silva, Marquinhos, who a lot of people weren't giving a lot.
Man, Thiago.
Come on.
Yo, time out. Chelsea players are going crazy. And United players.
Bro.
They just gotta.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, but Vincent.
It's a different team.
Vincent Aboubakar, man, he scored that goal, and I guess he thought that Cameroon is through, or maybe he didn't even think Cameroon is through because
I think he thought it was over.
Yeah, he was already on a yellow.
Yeah,
and he was just like, "This is the end of the game." I've been talking my shit, talking about I'm the best African player of all times.
Yeah,
it was just so much excitement and passion in him
and
that
he said, "Salah, come to the fucking stage, bro. What's up? What are you doing?"
Put his shirt up like Messi or Ronaldo and just
bro, I was mad happy, bro.
Legendary,
bro.
Legendary. I was frustrated because I was just like, "It's not over yet. You could score another one."
You saw his coach come up to him and everything after. But listen, Uncle had a nice sweet header. Bing. Dinked off his head.
Bro, it was nice.
Yeah.
He's been balling. He had 2 in the last game, too.
Yeah.
He's joint top scorer.
No facts.
With Morata and Rashford. And Mbappe. That's hilarious.
If you're going to go out, bro,
that's
a golden way to go out.
That's a hilarious list of top scorers.
What other player going out of a World Cup do you remember like this or will be remembered like this, bro? This is a mic drop moment.
And beating Brazil?
Bro, come on.
Especially if Brazil win the tourney as well. That means because to win at this point they can't lose a game.
Facts.
So that'll be the only team
that beat.
Ooh, Uncle
that's nice.
Uncle
very uncle, bro.
Every shorty he meet, you saw what I did to Brazil?
Yo, that nigga went straight to the after party from the locker room, bro. You crazy?
Had to.
Nah, they had the spot ready for him, the section, everything. For sure, bro. Uncle's in
Mad Brazilians in the section. Mad Brazilian shorties in the section.
Sure.
And right alongside with that game, Cameroon versus Brazil, also Switzerland was playing against Serbia.
That was a good game.
And that game,
good goals on both sides.
Switzerland won 3-2.
Yeah.
Which obviously meant that Cameroon would be out.
Fortunately.
Brazil and Switzerland ended up moving through for Group G.
I predicted it anyways.
But you did.
I did. I'm the only one to pick Switzerland. They knocked France at the Euros last year. Like, they're a serious team, bro.
Yeah.
It's a good Swiss team.
No, absolutely. So now, with all of the... I feel like, damn, we have Senegal moved through. Morocco moved through.
Yep.
Japan moved. South Korea.
Australia. That was nuts,
Australia.
Real quick, before we move on from Switzerland, I want to talk about the cultural context.
Oh, boy.
Let's get it.
So, I didn't know about this, but, just to educate the viewers, apparently, the Swiss team has some Algerian players or players from Albanian.
Yeah.
Sorry. Of Albanian background. And apparently the Serbians have a history of being, ethnic prejudice towards Albanians. And there was chants happening during the match saying like kill Albanians and just like racial or ethnic slurs against Albanians. And I'm really uneducated on this topic.
Two hands up for me.
I'm uneducated on the topic, so I can't speak to it much, but it just surprised me. I was like, dang,
that's crazy.
like I didn't know those two countries had that much history. And I don't know, it was just surprising to me to hear that the first instance of like racism or anything like that in the tournament from fans was Serbians towards
Albanians while they're playing Switzerland.
Yeah,
that's why the World Cup is so interesting
like,
politically.
It's like
so
actually a way to be educated about like the history of the politics between different countries and different conflicts. Because I was like, yo, otherwise I would never know about that.
Yeah, bro. Every matchup brings in historical context. Yeah. USA, Iran. You saw how much was going on with that.
Bro.
Spain, Morocco is going to bring up some interesting history as well. Yes. Less on the violent side and the colonization, but still very interesting stuff. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. If Serbia played Croatia, crazy beef there too.
Oh, yes.
There's teams like obviously Argentina, Brazil could still happen. Man. Big beef going on there. That's more sports related. But Germany, Netherlands, another one that could have happened. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot.
France and Senegal can meet.
Yeah.
Yes, that could be a very, very big one. And I think that it's for all the people, for all the football fans who say keep politics out of the game.
Can't.
Or just sports fans, period, who say keep politics out of it. Bro, there's so much that I've learned this weekend. Shout out to Carlin, by the way, because I've learned a lot about the background of certain rules that are in sports now. Like, for example, like I didn't know that dribbling, the way dribbling came about of how we know it to be right now is because at some point in Brazil, black players, there were rules that allowed white players to be able to do whatever they wanted to black players, like tackle them, just the two-footed, studs up, anything.
Oh, shit.
And so the black players had to get really creative in terms of how they handle the ball and how they move around on the pitch so that they can avoid the white players from injuring them and you know, like going crazy and wilding on them, right? Yeah. So that's basically modern day dribbling as we know it. Yeah. The sole reason of why Messi plays the way he plays is because black players had to literally survive on the field and find a way to escape that.
What country did that originate from?
I think it was in Brazil.
It would make sense for sure.
And so the fact, and there's so many other like kind of nuggets like that in sports where they're racially motivated.
Yeah.
Parts of different games, you know?
Yeah,
it's funny when
go ahead. I was gonna say we turn it into something beautiful.
Yeah, it's always funny to people like, oh, y'all bring race into it. It's like, bro, race makes itself about shit. Like, I had no idea. That's why people be dribbling the way they do. Jogo Benito comes from racism. Who knew?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely,
it's nuts.
It's interesting. Other parts of cultures coming as well. Talking about Brazil specifically, Ginga is a type of sway and actually associated with. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, viewers. I could be wrong, but
good caveat.
From what I know so far is the fact that it came from actually certain types of fighting styles. In Brazilian history, bring that into the culture, obviously the liveliness, and bring that to the dribbling. Step over FC over there, so
you know how it is.
Yeah,
Anthony.
He was trying to get. He was trying to get them spins off last game.
Yeah.
Oh, it worked.
I love it though because bro, when you have somebody like that on your team, that just takes those risks and is doesn't care about looking foolish. Like if he loses the ball, he loses the ball. But I feel like again, we speak of momentum.
Yeah.
When you have somebody that does a little something extra special that puts a little bit of spice in it.
Bro, they have a team of that. That's why they're Brazil.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly. So it gives them a different type of confidence. And before we even move on to another topic and speaking of the round of 16, go ahead.
Nah, I was about to just say a quote by Anthony real quick.
I want to hear it.
Man. Thing is that I don't want to delay what you're about to say. I'm about to find it.
About the favelas
find it. But I was going to say, since we're on the topic of Brazil, that we're sending our prayers.
Oh, for sure.
I think I speak for the whole podcast for 5ASIDE when I say we're sending our prayers to the king, Pele, because he's been dealing with a lot of health issues we know for years now.
Yep.
And for the last couple of days, it's kind of seemed like his health has declined, taken a huge dip. Yeah. And it was announced that I know he's been dealing with bowel cancer, and he was admitted into the hospital and hospitalized a few days ago. And then they announced that he was put in what is it, end of life care or something like that, like basically like an hospice or something. And so man, he they put out a statement on his page. I don't know if obviously he probably doesn't run the page, but saying that he's recovering and that he's staying strong and just still fighting. So much love, man, because Pele has inspired a whole generation of players and is one of, if not the most iconic footballer of all time. Whether you agree if he's the best or not, doesn't matter. He's a legend, the legend of all legends.
Facts.
And so man, we're praying for you, King, and wishing you a speedy recovery.
Yeah,
you still in this.
And for the young viewers, you might not be up to date on everything he's done. There's a documentary about him on Netflix. Definitely check it out.
Facts.
Absolute legend, scoring in the World Cup and winning it at the age of 18, scoring in the final. Completely created the modern day Brazil we know as the world's best footballing nation. Had the entire pressure of the country with dictators, everything. Crazy story. Definitely check out his Netflix documentary. For sure.
If you want a summary of that, check Wavy Footy's page. We did a summary of the film.
Facts.
Shout out Pele, a black king,
Absolutely.
Black king. To the quote that I was shouting out by Anthony, he talked recently about his background growing up in the favelas and what dribbling means to him, because the guy would just keep the ball at his feet for no reason, it seems like. But real quick, he said, in the favela, everyone plays. There, everyone is equal. I played barefoot on bleeding feet. I was small, but I dribbled with a meanness that came from God. Dribbling was something always inside me. It was a natural instinct, and I refused to bow my head to anyone.
Come on.
Finally, he said, out Elastico, the drug dealers, Rainbow, the bus drivers, Nutmeg, the thieves. I really did not give a fuck.
Dog, put that in a song, bro.
Come on.
Come on, G.
That's a red devil. Get me.
Yeah, fire, bro.
And I feel like that speaks to the fact too, like how commentators, especially Western commentators, now see like the Brazilian style as like disrespectful.
Yeah.
But he's saying like, nah, like everybody could get this smoke.
Yeah.
It's not about like me being better than you. It's just like, nah, this is how we play.
Yeah.
Anybody could get this smoke. It doesn't matter who you are.
Facts.
So it's like people see it as something that's supposed to be dismissive or disrespectful. It's like, nah, bro.
They was getting mad at Vinny for dancing after scoring a goal for the Champions League winners, which he scored in the final. Like, bro, he's been productive.
Why they like this? Why they like this? Bro?
What is wrong with y'all? They're actually haters.
Just because y'all can't do it and it's not part of the culture, it's a problem.
Exactly.
And that brings up a question that I've always thought about is like, obviously our view of Neymar and whatnot. Well, not our view, but the public's view, the way general, the media critiques him. Would Ronaldinho be appreciated in this current generation?
Wow. Ronaldinho, man, I feel like, I don't know, because he's so magical too on the pitch. Like, I feel like no matter how much the quality of his play overall as a footballer declined over time, he never lost that magic touch. Like, it was still so entertaining.
He always had fun on the pitch, bro.
You don't, you have no choice but to look at him and be like, man, what can I say about this man off the pitch or all his antics or whatever? Because he's so entertaining. Like, white, black, Asian, I don't care who you are. You're looking at Ronaldinho like, nah, I can't say nothing.
Bro, he's the only player to ever get a standing ovation in the Bernabeu from Madrid fans when he cooked us 3-0. Had 2 unreal goals and an assist to Eto'o or something. And Madrid fans were like, all right.
You got to give him his
doing
props.
none of that.
He was showing up to that match drunk.
Bro.
Going crazy.
Balling on y'all.
Yo,
he was
hungover, bro.
Before training. He used to, that's why they wasn't really jacking being around Messi too much because of the influence. But he did bring Messi to the first team.
Of course.
And encourage that. But that's the thing, because it's also like, obviously, our image and branding is a lot of, part of just athletes nowadays. Neymar has this bad boy image. Ronaldinho's thing was the smile.
Yeah.
They're both expressive and skillful. If Neymar was smiling all of a sudden, I really don't think people would start jacking him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and Neymar, honestly, they're forcing the bad boy image on him because he do be smiling. He do be having that. He doesn't say anything crazy in interviews. It's a forced hate, I think.
I don't think it's necessarily bad boy. It's just kind of like...
But we see him outside bad boy in the sense he be with the models party and stuff.
Boy.
Yeah, facts.
Just
they use that to discredit his on-field ability.
Yeah.
You seen his trophy cabinet?
Yeah.
Speaking of Pele... A few goals for him. He's been out the last 2 games. He's passing Pele for all-time goal scoring. And he's only 30, so he's going to pass him. Yeah. God forbid some insane injury. Yeah. Like, bro, he's absolutely goated. Like, he might be top 20 ever.
Absolutely.
Easy.
Ever, though.
He's got time, too. He's got more time,
You got to give Neymar his flowers. And speaking of which, he is going to come back supposedly in the knockout rounds for Brazil.
Yeah.
And we gotta get a run through of actually all the teams that qualified.
Yeah.
The left side and right side of the round of 16. So first up, we have Netherlands versus US. Obviously, that has concluded already.
Spain no ass. Ooh, it hurts, but it is what it is.
Yo, it does. Such a short-lived victory for the US, man. Qualifying.
Yeah, I mean, it is short-lived, but if you told me before the tournament, you lose to the Dutch in the knockout stage, no other context, little thumbs up. That's a fair result for the U.S. based on who we have for now. But the next step is 2026. And one big thing I'm noticing is this. I feel like all the U.S. World Cups, our best players are 30 plus. And they're all gone the next World Cup, and you just get a new crop of 30-year-olds. Our best players are from like 23 and under. So they're all going to be entering their primes, hopefully. And who knows what teenagers watching that game are about to be going nuts and going to be 19 in 2026.
Absolutely.
So I think for the first time, we're seeing already our most talented team ever, who I'd say just hit expectations, maybe could have gone farther, but I think it's a fair result. Now they're all 4 years better. They're going to have Champions League experience. They're going to be at bigger clubs. All the teenagers who are about to be the next guys. We're going to have time to develop a striker, get a bit more creativity. Who knows how good Gio Reyna type player is going to be. But next World Cup, I think is an opportunity for the U.S. to have a new standard, which is beyond just getting out the group. It's quarterfinals or further. And I need quarterfinals minimum next World Cup, and I think they will do
That's
it. That's
an optimistic way of looking at it. And I like that, but it's just in the midst of it, you know, obviously, you never know. In 4 years, they're going to mature. If they continue on the trajectory that they're in, a lot of the players, I don't know how Pulisic is going to be in 4 years, but we have a good group of guys that, like you said, the Gio Reynas, even like Haji and Tim too, I think is going to be still going to be in this.
They're all young, bro.
So I feel like we might have a good squad by then, but it was so sad.
It is sad. It's always sad,
like
bro.
Days later, after all the celebrations, and Pulisic gets injured in the midst of scoring the winning goal, comes out, and they go back to the hotel afterwards, and they're celebrating with them. And we're seeing videos of George and Tim Weah hugging it out.
That's
like it was just
that's the World Cup, though. You know
cruel.
what I'm saying?
That's football.
Football is
and
cruel.
I'm gonna say one thing about that too. The fairy tale stories end in the round of 16. We out. Australia's out. South Korea's done. All that cute stuff.
You said South Korea's done?
No, I don't. Listen, I'm absolutely rooting for South Korea. They play Brazil, right?
Yeah,
it's quiet for that.
Bro, they have a chance.
No, I'm telling y'all right now. I hope watch this.
We gonna come back.
South Korea. I'm rooting for y'all heavy. Because and I love Brazil, but that'd be an incredible upset. I'm saying all that fairy tale shit. It's a new tournament. It's out the window.
South Korea catching strays, bro.
I just said I'm rooting for them. Yo, it's quiet for y'all. It's quiet for Japan too. You know what I'm saying?
To be fair, the way the round of 16 has started, it kind of seems like that. It kind of seems like it's like all the games.
I tweeted that shit. No, that cute shit's out the window, bro.
Yeah. It's like straight face now.
Like the heritage comes out. It's a new tournament.
I feel like part of it too was like just by being like the nature of being in the U.S. and like the hype around the U.S. men's national team. And how like if we get to reality, bro, we're not a footballing country.
We are blinded a little bit.
We're not a football country.
No. Bro, I disagree.
Let me finish.
Yeah, define that. I would say define that.
Like we're not known for our footballing ability.
Yes,
bro.
that's true.
It's coming. We're getting better.
No,
but
very fair.
I think it was just like, at least for me, because y'all know I was like very pro England during the group stage, and so even me, I was like, oh, for this game, I was like, yo, US could get it, bro. US, and then we got humbled, bro, like by Netherlands. And so I'm just saying, like, team. I'm just saying but that's what I'm saying. Like, even I fit into like the U.S. propaganda. Not to say U.S. is bad.
Yeah, no, I feel
but
you.
Even just the way they talk about Christian Pulisic and just like U.S. the team in general, it's like okay, word. Like we really built like that, and then we went against the Dutch. It was like okay.
You know what? It's interesting for us is like we almost have to at times, and I know the media gets a lot of critique about the overhyping, but I feel like they're trying to still grow the sport with supporting the team. So they're balancing. Like we're really trying to get y'all even to just watch this and show you, oh, we actually have some talented guys.
Sure.
Versus in Spain, they're going to be very pragmatic about the team. So this team right now is going to be talked about very differently than 2010, which is one of the best teams we have ever seen. You have to win the World Cup. This team, okay, you got a bunch of 19-year-olds. All right, let's go far, whatever. But like, there's a certain realism to it. For the U.S., it's like we're actually trying to grow the sport at the same time.
That's fair.
So there's always going to, and Seb was talking about how annoying it is, and I do agree. But they're trying to push the sport itself too. It's bigger than just the result.
Yeah, which I respect.
For sure.
I live my life like reality is what you make of it. And so I'm not gonna I don't like feeding into the let's be realistic type of thing, because then, to be fair, there's a lot of things we wouldn't accomplish if we would be realistic.
We wouldn't be here.
If we would be realistic, 5ASIDE wouldn't be here.
From Wavy to this?
So it's like, so it's just like I like looking at it in the sense of anything is possible. Why not? Why can't South Korea make it to the final of the World Cup? Like, there's no rules.
There's no rules.
Absolutely no rules.
They did make the semifinals and beat Spain in 2002, actually. So it wouldn't even be their furthest victory before. But it's not happening.
So, I mean, hey, anything can happen the way it's looked like.
Of course.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Adidas impossible is nothing.
We're talking about U.S. and Netherlands.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, we gotta talk about him.
We gotta big up to Pi. Shout out Lori Harvey, by the way.
Shout out Lori Harvey.
For sure. Shout out Lori Harvey. That's my dope, for real.
Shout out Steve Harvey.
Shout out Steve, too. That nigga's
Harvey,
getting to a bag. Shout out that family, bro. What?
Steve Harvey, huge inspiration. That's who I'm gonna shout out.
That nigga be dressing out, too.
I don't know why y'all shouting out.
Look at Steve Harvey's suit right here. He be looking fine out, too.
Yeah. Steve's story is extremely inspiring, bro.
From what he does.
From the comedy shit to now?
So Steve actually at some point further into his life, like in his 30s, he was sleeping in his car.
This guy's rough.
To when like he started really grinding and getting more into the comedy space. Like I remember at some point they called him for a show. He said in Florida, and he didn't even have enough money to buy a plane ticket to go there. And so he literally had to like. But again, because of just divine intervention, he ended up getting a call straight after, or like a message on his voicemail. Because back then, for the young people watching, there's like voicemails and all that. And you had to enter a code to listen to your messages. And he got a message saying, we got a show, in a neighboring town or something, so he could drive there. He was living out of his car. Drove, did the show, made the bread. And I think like he did so well, they asked him to come back. So he made even more money to afford to go to Florida. From that, it just started a domino effect, a snowball effect to him performing, to then getting the gig at being a host at Showtime at the Apollo, to now Family Feud, like Kings of Comedy, everything that he's done. And now he's a mega entrepreneur, bro. Steve Harvey Show, everything. Like he owns, I think, part of like Miss Universe or something like that.
He does the judge shit too. Judge Judy, they got Judge Harvey now.
Do they really?
Yes, bro. I'm 90% sure.
That's hilarious.
Bro, he's a hustler, bro.
That nigga come from West Virginia too. He got out the mud of West Virginia, coal miner parents. Like that's
Steve
story,
Harvey.
Bro.
That is the story.
He's the first person that I heard talk about having marble floors in his garage, because he's like, if I'm gonna have all these luxurious cars, they gotta be rolling on a luxurious floor. And I was just like, bro, I need that. I want that, bro. Marble floors.
I got something for Quad on this. I got something for Quad. That's fucking crazy,
bro. Can you imagine having a Ferrari rolling out on marble floor? Come on, don't be surprised when Elisha pull out with the 488 Spider. Look out for that.
Come on,
but go ahead.
He also had, this is crazy. He also has Family Feud Africa, which included a South African and Ghanaian version. There's no way, bro.
Don't include me in this.
That's crazy, bro. He's with your people, bro.
And
Judge Steve Harvey is a show too, started this year.
Yes,
what a bag, bro.
Steve is a hustler, but shout out to Memphis Depay too.
Yeah, we're supposed to talk about the game, but shout out to Steve, bro.
No, but
great ball.
He ended up tweeting some taunting things towards, I don't know if it's towards the U.S., towards U.S. pundit, towards Charles Barkley. He said, all bark, no bite.
Yeah.
And this is
That's
the most...
definitely Barkley. I just put that together. Bark,
This is...
Son of a rapper.
Yeah.
Bro.
Literally.
Oh, boy.
Literally.
Not the best, but he is.
Y'all like his songs?
No.
I have to revisit.
Shout out Wave 45, though. Wave 45.
You said what?
I have to revisit this.
He's all right.
I like the fact that he's expressing himself off the pitch.
True. Do what you want,
As a Ghanaian nigga for me. Shout out my Ghanaian.
Bro.
And what's the story behind? I don't know if you're. I think you know.
Yeah.
But what's the story behind why he wears Memphis?
I mean, so he grew up in Holland. His Ghanaian father wasn't as much in his life. His mom was the one looking out for them. Obviously, they were moving place to place. So he went through a bit with that. And he's close to his grandparents on his mother's side and all that type of stuff.
Same thing with Virgil. That's why he doesn't put
the dad wasn't alive, so they don't put the pop's name on the back. He wants his own name.
Because they still have their last name, but they don't want it on the back of their shirt.
Yeah, so actually, Heart of a Lion's the book on the table. Definitely, Memphis opens up there and talks about, even stuff like that. It's interesting. It's good to see him. I feel like anytime he puts on the Dutch jersey, it's a different baller.
Yeah.
I think he's their second time all-time scorer.
Probably.
He's like 7 goals from the top.
Yeah, bro. Like,
black man.
Put some respect on that
They're
man.
quietly on an 18-game unbeaten streak, too.
Yeah.
He put that shit on. AB's a wild boy, but the dance is nice. AB a wild nigga, but the dance is nice.
Come on, bro. A lot of people are doing that. There's a Burner Boy.
Yeah.
Doing it on stage. Everybody doing that.
It's funny because they don't know anything about AB. But they know they probably know it's a wide receiver who was goated and now he's going crazy. It's wild.
Yo, shout out Memphis Depay, though. Shout out the Netherlands, too.
Yo, those goals are clinical, bro. The biggest thing the U.S. is missing is the elite mentality. If I have my chance, I'm burying the opportunity. Yeah. The reason the Dutch do that, the way Spain can beat someone 7-0 in the group stage, the way Brazil does what they do, France, is they're killers, bro. Yeah. And they know when I kick that shit, it's going bottom corner, top corner, I'm scoring and we're winning. And they play with a different level of confidence. The Dutch never questioned that they were going to win that game, bro.
They need like 97 shooting.
Oh, my God.
Put it up.
Sounds
Yo,
like
Greg.
Like 98
Get on the
dribbling.
phone, G. What's up?
Know what I'm saying?
We're going to put mine here, too. Because y'all didn't call us up, bro. We need the wavy wingers.
Footy,
70 defense is crazy. Yo.
The waving wingers.
Wavy wingers.
Tight.
Come on, G.
That's tight.
Why your defense 70, bro?
Oh, listen,
He's
that
got
means
name,
that
bro.
if you wanna,
Oh, God.
if you wanna take the ball from me, you gotta worry about me taking it back. Feel me?
Oh, my goodness. But, yo, please. Yo, remainder of the knockout stages, we got, quick fire predictions.
Yep.
Japan, Croatia? That's the Croatian? Japan, Croatia.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, I think Croatia will win.
Oh, yeah.
I like Croatia. So, Kovacic, Chelsea boy.
Modric.
Croatia.
Gang.
Yeah, Modric
Wait,
too.
before we even move to that was a girl shout out too. Argentina versus Australia. Convincing win.
Yep.
Messi scores his first goal ever in a knockout stage of the World Cup, which is a crazy stat.
Finally caught up to Haji, right, bro? Good job.
Crying.
Okay, literally,
Haji inspired
nuts, bro.
Can you imagine Messi being like,
Haji?
this can score? Like, I gotta score
shout
too.
out Haji, bro. Shout out Haji.
Yeah,
That's
for real.
dope,
Big shout out to Haji. Huge for his career too.
Yeah,
So,
good call up. Got his thing.
Looking into the next World Cup, that's a big thing to go into it with. But like we said, Netherlands, more quality team. They beat the US. Argentina got a better squad than Australia, and so far the knockout stage is predictable. But
Fairy Tales is quiet now.
Japan, Croatia.
That's a tighter one. Yeah. Because Croatia's not the crazy footballing nation yet. They're getting there with this squad and going to the final last time.
I think they are, bro. They have an argument.
No, they're getting there. The reason I say no is also because, like, apparently Yugoslavia was dumb nice. And that was a congregation of a bunch of these different nations. They've been to, like, World Cup finals, et cetera, et cetera. I'm saying Croatia as its own country, I think now is really becoming a football nation because they were in the final last year.
Yeah.
Now it's just going to be, because you have Modric, you have Kovacic, you have Rakitic, all those guys, Mandzukic, whatever.
Perisic?
Do they have, Perisic is nice, but when these guys
kiss.
Yo, if you know viewers, does the itch thing, is that like a suffix to name of something? Because it's got to be, right?
It's like certain cultures have like a son after it.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, like, can they get the next wave of ballers to fill those gaps? Because we know this generation was incredible. Yeah. What's next? Same with Belgium. You know what I mean? So I think they are becoming a footballing nation, though, and I'm going to go with them. I think the Modric and those kind of guys, they're going to control the game too much, so much experience. I think they get past Japan.
Within 90 minutes? Within 90 minutes or extra time too?
I'll give them 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say I haven't watched both teams in detail to actually give an educated answer. So I'll do the Kwesi special. I'll root for who I want to in Japan. I want something new.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, like, and granted, like you said, Croatia is going to be hard for them to replicate this.
Yeah.
And Luka Modric, they actually have one of the best midfielders ever. So we'll see. Japan's coming off of wins that show the fact that they can fight back. And that's something that's very big, something I wish my country could have done.
Yeah, I don't think that Croatia has...
We're going to have to get into that for real.
Yeah, we got to
get into that.
No, speaking of which, bro.
Let's just go straight to it, bro.
Ghana, break
it all down.
Yes, please.
Moment by moment, how are you feeling?
I mean,
beginning to end.
Personal experience. It was rough, you know what I'm saying? I mean, granted, it was a hot start. You know, we got a penal, which is a gift. When
Gift from God.
When God gives you gifts, you take 2 hands, you take some more hands, and you secure them. Bro,
thank you.
Bro, the magic pay me rough, bro. But it's how it goes. I will say it's interesting, like, Andre is the penalty taker. He's the captain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's like, all right, you know, you go up and you don't. We could talk about our football and stories of somebody who wants to take a penalty, then he goes in.
Yeah,
bro,
it's crazy.
We have to talk about it.
We'll get there after this,
bro. It's crazy though to see how it's shaping out that it's like a thing now for Ghana versus Uruguay for Ghana missing penalties. But that's nuts.
It's crazy because it's like the penalty taker was one of the few. A lot of our players are new to the World Cup.
Yeah.
The one who's taking the penalty is the one with the PTSD of 2010.
Oh, he was the only one who was there.
One of the few ones.
Because y'all the youngest team in the tournament, like 24 average age or something.
Type shit. And so, guys.
And that's your moment to overcome it, bro.
Energy moves.
It's
if
like
you keep that insecurity with you.
It's like when Saka bagged the big penalty, I think, against Liverpool after the miss against Italy. Like, that's overcoming that fear. Yeah. In a big moment, so.
It's tough. I will say, you know, Andre also opened up about a couple things about how he lost his godson before the Portugal game.
Oh, shit.
R.I.P. Wow. Even with the Uruguay game, I think his daughter was in shock after he missed. You know, and so like he got caught off at halftime with Jordan. I don't know if it was related to that, but
oh shit,
yeah, no. So it's interesting.
I heard about that,
bro.
She was in like literal shock.
She went to the hospital.
Oh wow, Jesus Christ,
bro, it's a lot. You know, we really wanted that one. Definitely, there were some good chances for us. It's not like Uruguay did anything extremely special. So I definitely think, you know, if it was an NBA Finals type thing where we have 7 games,
yeah.
But you have to finish your chances in football. It's definitely disappointing. However, I'm not gonna lie. If you're a new Ghana fan, it's disappointing. Ghanaians, they'll give you special moments. They'll also disappoint you, bro. So I was just watching it, like, listen, just praying for the best.
Yeah,
bro. I'm happy. I'm just happy that we have our own. Football has its own version of the Jordan crying meme now. Yeah. And Suarez.
Adios, cabron. Adios, Elipoya.
Suarez. We're going to have to put that up.
We don't miss you. We're not going to miss you.
Bro, I want a t-shirt of that. Yeah. And even as a Barca fan, bro, like it's no secret that he's not very well liked, especially by black people.
Racist. So, bum.
I got to say.
I got to cue Damian Lillard. just...
Bye, guys.
What did the Ghana fans say? We're all going to the airport together, bro. What are you talking about? I love that.
I was going to say real quick, like, if we speaking about penalties, you guys tell a personal anecdote.
Oh, boy.
So this is my junior year, Josh's senior year. We're both team captains of the soccer team at our high school, bro.
That's adorable.
So this is like the first time we about to make the playoffs in a couple years. Yeah, it's like what? It's like the game before.
We were even going to make playoffs.
Yes, bro. That's why it was a big deal.
The time we played together was shit.
Nah, bro. But we were about to make playoffs. So,
we haven't been in good footballing experiences,
yeah,
bro.
Never. But long story short, like obviously we're 2 leaders of the team, whatever.
I'm gonna tell my version.
Yeah. Long story short, this is I'm not gonna name his name, but it's a guy on the team he was kind of quiet, but he's decent.
Yeah.
So it's like last minute of the game, we need to win this game to go to playoffs, and we win a penalty, and so like we're looking at each other like, all right, who's gonna take it, right? And he comes up to us like, yo, please. Like, yo, let me take it. Yeah. It's a home game, too. So it's like, you in front of all your supporters. He's like, let me take it. So we're looking at each other like, all right, bro. Like, he's confident. Let me take it, bro. Skied the joint, bro. Skied it. He's like, he's mad depressed. And then after the game, our coach is like, yo, like, y'all are supposed to be leaders.
Yeah.
Like, in that moment, you take the ball, you bury that shit.
Yeah.
And so that's a lesson that I learned, like, I carry with me to this day.
Y'all would have buried it?
Definitely.
Yeah, I will say, like I said, not for sure. Because there's also a thing of like I practice penalties after
always?
practice.
Okay,
yeah, bro. I'll kick ball with him and whatnot. And so scoring a penalty at high school level isn't that hard either. No.
I have a story about that too.
Bro, it's not.
Nah, it's not. Actually, you might just be able to get the rebound off him and put it in, bro. Like, for me. Yeah. But, you obviously give people opportunity. Confidence is a thing that is important in the sport.
Very.
Very. Yeah, just started thinking about Ghana again.
I went to take a penalty. This is a bum ass team. We was cooking them, and I accidentally went to chip the keeper in the middle. He didn't even move, but it still went in. I was like, all right, bet, bro. Yeah, that's how bad some high school shit be, bro. That was hilarious. And hit his hand. I'm like, dog, all right, I'll take the goal. But
did it go over his head? It's
his hands. I don't even know, bro. I accidentally chipped him. It was hilarious. My bad. I'll take it.
Shout out to him.
Yo, at some point one day we got to talk about our most embarrassing. This is for another pod. Our most embarrassing
Footy moments.
Moments of
and
playing.
Best, yeah.
I feel like I don't know. what y'all gonna say, but yeah, I have some pretty bad ones, bro. It's nuts.
Based on your FIFA skills, I can imagine.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. I'm a baller at FIFA, but you call me on a bad day.
Cooking him at Brookland last year.
Y'all call me on a bad day. But the remainder of the knockout, for Japan, Croatia, I'm saying Japan 2-0.
I hope so.
2-0 Japan.
Shout out Masahiro Kiba, Japanese study abroad student, lived with me for 4 months during the 2014 World Cup. Bonded over that. We're hitting each other up. We said, yo, Japan and Spain got to go through, and it happened. So shout out my boy Masa.
Love to Japan. Love to Japan. And for Brazil, South Korea, quick fire.
Brazil.
I'm saying Brazil in extra time. It's going to be 1-1 versus South Korea. They're going to win it in extra time.
2-1?
2-1, yeah.
Okay, got you. I'm going Brazil for sure.
Brazil.
2-0, but close until like 65th minute.
Okay.
I didn't think Neymar gets a goal, and then I'll give one to Vinny.
Jeez.
Yeah.
He's back. He's got to score.
Shout out to my South Korean brothers. For me, I got a lot of South Korean friends. But
after last episode,
you know what I'm saying,
and they sent Uruguay home, bro. They sent Suarez home.
Yeah, for sure.
Beautiful.
I was saying, my love affinity for Korean barbecue. But I still has to take y'all and kick y'all out of the tournament. However, I think it's gonna be a tight one. Yeah. I think we're gonna see some Son tears. Some might hit the crossbar. Bro's always crying.
He is always crying already.
Yeah.
Nah, I love it.
It's good tears.
Okay, for sure. So now on the other side of that bracket, we have England versus Senegal. Y'all know where I stand, bro. I'm saying 1-0. 1-0 within 90 minutes. Like I'm saying like 75th to 80th minute. Just dagger.
Yeah. Ooh, pull it up. Yeah, nigga. What's up, man?
Finish it. Fatality. Flawless victory. Like, yeah, bro.
Eso se llama sangre.
One of those, bro. Bro. And I'm seeing the spirit in the Senegalese camp. I'm seeing videos of them. They looked refreshed. They look strong. They look positive. So, yeah, I'm expecting a W for Senegal to move on to the quarterfinals.
That's going to PKs. England's losing in penalties.
They love losing on penalties. Let's get it.
I could see that. I would definitely say, I don't know if England has played a team like Senegal recently.
Type shit.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm rooting for my Senegalese people.
For sure. I live in a Senegalese neighborhood in Harlem. It's up. We winning for sure.
Senegal. For sure. Okay. Yeah. Next up on that, France versus Poland.
Food.
Au revoir, Polonia. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap.
Food. To Poland.
Hey.
Come on.
France winning it.
I want France. I want France to go through.
Poland hasn't done anything this World Cup. They don't even really deserve to.
They really could have lost to Saudi Arabia too.
Yeah, bro. They don't even really deserve to be.
By the way, Argentina did not want Mexico to go through.
Right.
The amount of opportunity, I'm like, dog, y'all really could just score right here. And they're like,
shout out to Mexico. They tried mad racism from the Argentinians. Online.
They fired their coach right after the match.
Apparently,
Argentina's,
Apparently the Argentinians were calling Mexicans monkeys.
That's nuts.
And like talking about the economy and stuff.
Argentina has a history of accepting Nazis, which is why. Anyways, look it up. It's actually nuts.
Africans.
Yeah. Argentina and Uruguay have terrible history. Like actually. Yeah.
For a fact.
Shout out to Messi though.
Yeah.
Messi's cool. As far as you know.
The Ghanaian national coach also stepped down too. But he said he was going to step down beforehand.
Yeah.
The Mexican one?
Ghanaian, he said.
Oh.
The Belgium.
The Belgium coach got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, Belgium coach also why do y'all think he stepped down?
What you mean? Belgium with that squad not going to the round of 16? Golden Gen, it's lights for you, bro.
Roberto Martinez.
Good night.
He just stepped
go back to Wigan Athletic.
You think he was just tight? Like y'all should have done better.
God,
they got rid of him. Well, Lukaku. Yo, be serious, bro.
Lukaku got it.
Romelu.
Lukaku, just do underwear ads.
Yeah, I'd say that's a Calvin Klein model now. That's not a footballer, bro. This nigga's not serious.
I'm sorry.
This nigga playing in Tim's for 2 years straight.
When it's not your day, it's not your day.
But it hasn't been his year, bro. Again.
Bro, be tough years, Romelu. You'll pick back up.
You gonna say new year, new me? Like, what's up?
Nah, I wish him the best.
Of course,
it's not looking good, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, Chelsea might have tainted a little bit of that. We tainted that in, so you know.
It's hard for number 9s to do well over there.
Yeah, we know that.
Bro, it was kind of funny to me seeing Thierry Henry on that bench for Belgium trying to console the players afterwards, because we know that Thierry is not an emotional dude. So even the way he's like, hugging them is just like, nigga, if you don't man the fuck up right now, like it's like he looks like he has no emotions. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, Thierry Henry, he's just judging them in his head. Like I could have done that. I could have done this. So he just looked like, bro, like y'all get it together.
Thierry coaching, this nigga's tight at everything, bro.
Everything.
Say, why you do a half turn 60-yard cross and then you put it in the box and he scores a bicycle? It's like, bro, we're not you, bro. Like,
But on that other side too, so we got 2 more matchup in the round of 16. Morocco versus Spain.
Come on. España. And we're going to be wearing that literally wavy blue away kit. I'm rocking with Spain. But
in 90 minutes?
Mad love for Morocco. Yeah, I'm going to take us probably 2-1.
Okay.
I think for Spain too, the problem with that last game is they knew, and I said this on the last podcast, they can lose and still go through.
Yeah.
And I think they played like that. They got the first goal, like, all right. And then Japan scored twice, and they still were like, all right. And I was like, all right, y'all not going to like kind of turn it up. So I think it's a really good wake-up call. Like I said, the round of 16 is a completely new tournament. There is no lose and go through. They know we have to win. And they know how. And we've seen Spain at their best, 7-0. Played Germany a tough game. We've seen the bad 20 minutes that conceded 2 against Japan. I think they get it together and win. But shout out Morocco for winning their group. I think it's going to be very tough. But I got Spain.
I think because of the momentum that Spain have had, which is actually negative momentum.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna be losing this. They went from 7-0 to drawing 1-1 to then losing versus Japan, and that in itself I think is gonna affect the players mentally a lot. They're gonna be thinking, "Oh snap, we started on a high, went mid, and then a low." So I think that the next that's coming up for Spain is getting knocked out by Morocco, and that might be one of 2 upsets of this knockout stage for me. Everything else seems very predictable, but I think Morocco's taking it. 2-1.
You brought up a good point in the sense of like, especially with a tournament that every game is very, very vital. Not knowing when you win a game, you know what it takes to win a game. You associate that with the feelings, with the effort you put in and stuff like that. I feel like Spain also, any proper professionals know what it's like to bounce back. But as you highlighted, if you don't feel the muscle memory of winning, I want my guy Gabe to do well. I'm rooting for all my guys, but I will not be upset if Morocco takes it. Just for something new.
Yeah. Shout out Morocco.
I won't be upset if Morocco takes it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chelsea FC, man. Shout out to Ziyech.
Yes.
Havertz, Thiago Silva, Koulibaly, Mendy,
we talking about
Kovacic. They're all balling. You see my club, we coming back and we winning the Prem afterwards.
Yo, the way he's
we coming back from the World Cup and we winning it all.
Oh my goodness. Who's Morocco versus Spain?
I'll be happy to see either go.
Yeah.
I think Spain, like you said, they're on a downward track, but they have a scary squad.
It's also a new tournament.
Yeah.
Round of 16 reset.
They have a scary squad because of the Barca players. Obviously, it's like Gavi, Pedri, and things like that.
They have a scary squad.
We just gotta say it how it is.
I be talking shit about Spain because it's you, but like...
But it should be the opposite because we don't talk shit about none of y'all. Anyways, it's fine.
I said support, man.
No, Josh is... Yeah.
I personally have to talk shit because of the Real Madrid-Chelsea beef.
Yeah, of course.
But
no, my reasoning for Spain is strictly logical based on like their trend. But on paper, like I'm looking at Spain. Spain has one of the strongest, like on paper, they have one of the strongest teams in the tournament period. I'm just saying that like I understand what the mental can do when you see yourself slowly decline.
You been there?
But
that's debatable.
You been there?
Been there. Yeah, playing sports, like FIFA? It gets to your head. No, not in FIFA.
I will say, for me, Spain had a bad 20 minutes so far this tournament. Other than that, they did what they had to do for sure. And they still did what they had to do. So
I'm not going to hold you. If their money laundering striker starts scoring, oh, God.
Who?
Morata.
He be money laundering?
Bro, they be money laundering him.
Just moving him around? Bro, he's
countries.
actually joint top goal scorer, which is hilarious to me.
For what?
The tournament so
nation?
far. He has 3. I'm like, this is funny.
Golden boot.
So now
That's funny.
Final game of the group of the knockout stage of the round of 16. Sorry, Portugal versus Switzerland. I'm saying Portugal 2-0.
Yeah, Portugal for sure.
2-0 Ronaldo and Leao. Matter of fact,
Leao don't be starting surprisingly.
Yeah,
I guess he's a good off the bench.
He does well off the bench.
Yeah, they got a good squad.
Shut up.
They're a little slow though.
So which
without him, I'm saying Portugal.
Portugal.
I want to see Portugal.
Another Iberian rivalry right after that. We always play them in the World Cup.
I was gonna say we just come up for talking about Spain. You know what they've been doing. Big shout out, love from Wavy Footy last weekend, Spain versus Germany. Watch party.
Facts.
Soccer roof.
Dope event.
Come on, baby. Shout out our rum and beer people for that.
I was about to say, shout out rum and beer. Shout out friends that pulled up. People I ain't seen in a minute. Really meant a lot for me. It was good to be able to actualize the feeling the World Cup brings, bringing people together. Shout out my guys right here. I pulled up. That's a real one right there too. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out the videographer.
Yeah,
for me, Brian Nunez. Shout out to Sebastian. Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
For sure.
We got visuals loading for y'all. It was good vibes.
Yeah, I was turned up.
Soccer roof.
I was turned up. Shout out Soccer Roof, the venue.
Yes, sir.
Multiple spots around the city.
One.
For sure.
Huh?
Nah, it was a dope turnout. And speaking of events too, this past weekend, I had the pleasure of hosting a panel for ABFC.
Shout out to that.
Shout out to ABFC, man. Shout out
our Basel.
Shout out our Basel FC. Just Basel ball the whole weekend overall. The whole setup of the festivities as an organization. Y'all did amazing, and I'm so thankful to have been a part of that. We had some dope discussions. The theme was just discussions surrounding disruption in football, and we had some dope panels. We spoke about women in sports. We spoke about mental health in football. Shout out to Design FC, who had the incredible organization. We're gonna link them to in the description so that y'all can follow them, because they do great work with kids and empowering them through giving them like a platform to express themselves through designing and through football. So just incredible, man. We talked to, shout out Frankie Flo, Caitlin Pee Wee. We talk about street football and freestyling and things like that. Just Shane, Monica, everybody at ABFC, man. Dope event, and extremely honored to have been the host of that panel.
We can't go without shouting out by Sebastian Kaya.
Jeez.
Come on,
go get his pieces, man.
Yes. Yeah. That boy Sebastian.
They're not gone already.
Yo, he set up shop in there at Pele Soccer too, in one of the installation they had that weekend, and people were loving it. People were absolutely loving it.
Naturally.
He's not here today, but the Italian Mafia say you can still purchase his clothing.
For sure. They're taking the money to pay back the debts of the bad predictions. For sure.
Nah, man, but we gotta let's get to that, bro. The fits.
We gotta get to fits.
Listen,
Come on.
I'm gonna say this right now. The fits are intentional, bro. When we pull up 5ASIDE fits, flyest fits of any podcast in the world, and I'm gonna say this with my chest sticking out, bro. Let's start this stuff from the left, from my left. Khendrick,
a la izquierda.
what you got on?
All right, so I work at DP.
Daily paper.
I love DP.
Paper daily.
Daily paper.
Because we get the paper daily. Fuck you talking about?
They pay my rent. So I got the daily paper denim coat on. Something slight. Got the daily paper denim on.
Stupid.
And green and pink ones.
Nice.
Jeez.
Very calm.
Big cups
Art Basel
today.
things. Very Art Basel-y, bro.
True. You feel me?
I like it. I like it.
Turtleneck too. Little gold watch for you niggas.
You even have to mention the gold watch because you know what I'm saying, you already see your reflection out there.
Come on, G.
Nah,
Black
but
gonna say bling bling bling.
your boy got the, you know what I'm saying, Santos Umbro kit.
They don't even know about Santos. Talk about
feel me?
Santos,
Come
bro.
on, bro. That is legendary Brazilian
Neymar,
club. Yes, Rodrigo.
Robinho.
Come on.
Bro, if you don't know football in Brazil, at least know Santos.
Greatest academy of all time.
Yes.
I don't want to hear nothing about any other country, nothing.
Santos is legendary, and of course because one of their most notable players is the King Pele, and just because of everything that we've heard about him, I just had to bring in that good energy for him. Came up with the rock star vibes, with the leather pants, and I'm not gonna lie, leather pants are not super comfortable, and I'm all about comfort, and I don't sacrifice when it comes to clothing, bro. I don't sacrifice my comfort for nothing. So it was either like leather boots, and I was gonna sit here with leather boots with my toes crying, or you know what I'm saying, the Nike slides. So I pulled up with the Nike slides, and it still fits, bro. Black and white.
Yeah.
The whole theme, cozy, comfy, but also stylish.
Yeah.
Love it.
Fun fact.
It's some Nike flip flops.
Fun fact. You talk about Santos Academy. When I was 6 years old, I played for Santos, but I hurt my Achilles, so I had to come back to the States. But back in the day, I was there.
Who?
Not for real.
Yeah, bro. I was like that.
He was not like that.
6.
We can keep going.
Did you really?
I was the only Haitian in the academy.
This nigga really be stopping it, say some bullshit.
Y'all messing with me.
I hurt my Achilles, bro. I hurt my Achilles. Look me up. I'm in the yearbook.
Eli, look at me. Ask him where his Achilles is.
I'm in the yearbook.
Bro, that's your ACL.
It's somewhere over here.
Somewhere over here?
Somewhere over there.
It's nuts.
Yeah, bro.
I'm
in the yearbook. There's not that many people who look like Eli.
Look at Eli left hand.
Go to the next. Go to the next.
Oh my God. Why you on?
You gave me tight because he's blowing my. I don't know if he's lying or not.
That chair is the gaslighting chair of this podcast.
We'll talk about it after.
We'll talk about it after. You're like, yo, it's actually not true.
Gabe, what are you wearing, bro?
Look me up.
It was a rainy day in New York, so I got on my rainy day ones, impermeable. Shout out Gore-Tex for that. Completely waterproof. These are actually what I use as my winter boots. We got you know, minimal LA got to be on the pants. We got the cozy corduroys with the snap buttons and the long drawstrings. I got to really break down the T. So this was a collab between Voice Now and the U.S. men's national team. Voice Now is a nonprofit organization co-founded by Zach Steffen, who's one of the U.S. men's national team goalies, even though he wasn't at this current World Cup. All of the proceeds go to the Minority Education Fund, but the design is crazy. So obviously we got the U.S. logo here with the hearts. We got some Arabic over here for the World Cup in Qatar. We got the Voice Now logo here, and then it says only forward, U.S. men's national team logo, slogan. And in Spanish is solo pa'lante, but y'all got to see the back of the shirt too. Feel me?
Oh shit.
You get me?
Nah, it's tough, bro.
Jeez.
And it says love conquers all, which is very true. So again, shout out Voice Now. Buy they flash it. All proceeds go to the Minority Education Fund. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing today.
One, bro?
What up?
Why you ain't get me one?
Nah, that's a good question, bro.
This is only for people who actually played in Santos.
True.
Bro,
I did.
Up,
I look
bro.
like it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Crying.
What you wearing,
Shout out Voice Now. Shout out Zach, Chris, and Chris. You know what I'm saying?
Defo.
I got another trackie. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful struggle. Shout out Danny Williams, German American. No, we just got the smiley face.
What you got on your feet?
Oh, I mean, those are some calm Yeezys, gray Yeezys.
He bought these before the recent.
You know, these are some old pairs. Gray fits with the trackie going on. Not much to it. If there's something to it, let me know.
Yeah. And before we get out of here, gotta shout out some comments from our peoples, because again, the 5ASIDE fam, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in with us. So we gotta involve y'all in every conversation we have and answer some of those questions. Real quick, we have Sixten Van One. That's Giovanni. Shout out to Giovanni. Shout out my boy Giovanni. He says, why did y'all think the US was gonna go that far? Because apparently in all of our brackets we had, or most of our brackets we had them.
We had to win one game, right? Someone had them in the semis, though.
I definitely had them.
Yeah, I did.
Beating Argentina.
Yeah.
I had to win one, too.
Yeah, I think if they play their best today, they beat the Dutch. The Dutch are a good team, quality squad. I'd say better on paper. I think we actually have the better midfield. No funny shit, though. And Pulisic did have that early opportunity. That has to go in, though. And we just believe that those kind of moments would go in.
Could have went differently.
For sure. But shout out the Dutch.
No, I definitely think just based on the energy that they had in the last match, that itself could have given them the extra step over Netherlands.
And they balled out on England. Let's not forget.
Especially since, again, people don't get it twisted. As much as, we talked about the propaganda or whatever, the U.S. has a good team.
For sure.
So it's not far-fetched to think that they can make it far and they can go toe-to-toe against anybody.
Yeah.
And
with all the upsets this World Cup, it's not that nuts to have the U.S. beat.
I just want to say to all the people who are still commenting about how we don't know ball, how our predictions are wrong.
You know what?
It doesn't add up, bro, because it's been mad upsets. It doesn't make sense.
My guitar pick looks mad normal now. If that happened, you'd be like, oh yeah,
bro.
Like that's how crazy it's been, bro.
Bro,
absolutely nuts.
Doesn't make sense.
We're gonna clip up. I'm gonna put a screenshot of one of my parlays on FanDuel for everybody that's talking about we don't know what we're talking about, bro.
Yeah.
I had a 6-leg parlay. I did this on the 29th of November, right? And this was for who's going to qualify to the knockout stage. I had for Group B, USA. For Group C, Argentina. Group D, Australia. Group E, Japan. Group F, Morocco, and Group G, Cameroon.
Yo, I don't fuck
You
with
was
you.
mad.
Bro, I got
close,
hold on.
and you got.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6. If Cameroon qualified, I would have made 5 bands.
Yeah.
Nah, because you picked the upsets well, bro.
I'm not gonna
Bro.
lie, bro. I don't fuck with you.
What you mean?
Because why didn't you send me that slip?
You send me yours?
Why didn't you send me yours?
Do you send me your bet
If
slips,
you
bro?
took
He put his
initiative
shit
and
in the
sent
chat.
me yours,
Yeah.
I would have sent you mine.
Bro,
And I did put mine in the chat.
I will say
First
this
of all,
though. When you did,
this,
the chat.
I got an excuse for this, but go ahead.
For sure. Oh no, I said when you did before the World Cup, I said, bro, you know that's too predictable, right? That's literally exactly
Yeah,
how I
that's
responded
facts.
because I
That's
just knew it
facts.
wouldn't happen.
Bro,
It sounds like what might have happened is Khendrick put his slip and scared Eli away.
Nah,
That's
for
possible,
real.
that's
Nah,
possible.
bro, the bet slips, like literally sometimes I go off the cuff. It might just be
Nah,
like
for
2
sure.
a.m. I'm about to go to sleep and I'm like,
I do the
I
same.
feel like
That's
this is
a
gonna happen, and I
crazy
put
habit.
something, bro. Like literally after this World Cup, I'm doing a betting cleanse.
I'm
'cause,
on the cleanse now.
Yeah, it's.
I only
it's
do
nuts.
NBA. Jason
It's nuts.
Tatum, you should score 25. Anyways, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
fine.
But yeah, for all the people who are talking about bro, look, the parlay is almost hit.
Yeah.
They don't always. I predicted that 1-1, that 1-1 draw with Wales versus USA. Come on, we know what we're talking about,
your
so y'all
money
need
up.
to stop it, bro.
Put your money up.
Also, if y'all are so good, start a fucking podcast, bro.
Oh.
Let's see it. Put in the work. Put your shit out, bro.
Start a page.
Start
Put
a
your
page.
parlays online.
Put your parlays
Let me see
online.
them.
We gonna
Have
put
it-
the ether beat.
Yeah,
the
that
ether
ass,
instrumental.
I'm coming for you.
Bro. Final comment coming from IG.
Anyways,
Cole.ws says, not a single person has England winning.
Oh yeah.
And then Khendrick responded, why should we?
That's self-explanatory.
they're favorites, but we gotta rock with Mother Africa, bro. Come on,
Yeah, I'm rooting for everybody black.
for sure.
Senegal, Nanga
Yeah.
Def, everybody in Senegal. But as always, we appreciate all of y'all for tuning in with
Big time,
5 Star
big time.
Podcast. Thank you for tuning in for episode 9.
Love y'all, love
Episode
love.
DS 2x5 incoming.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody,
Clap for
whether you're
myself.
on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Again, make sure you download. Make sure you rate us 5 stars. Make sure you like,
comment,
subscribe, all of that. Road to 1,000 subscribers
It's coming,
on
bro.
YouTube is officially on. We
Yes.
a little over 600 right now.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yo,
y'all.
tell your
Make
mama,
sure.
Keep it
tell your
going,
friends,
keep
tell
it-
your auntie, tell your cousins, tell everyone, bro.
Saying.
Tell your neighbor, tell the person on the train next to you. Let's go.
Yes.
Come on.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm saying if you're
Yeah.
getting into the football space, you want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
When you pillow talking,
Yeah, tell
whisper in
Shorty.
shorty ear, bro.
Yeah.
You've been in.
She already know about
Be
it,
like,
but
yo,
anyways.
you-
Oh.
Listen, we gonna put a little R&B sound. You know what I'm saying? When you
Hey,
with
that
your
Valentine's
gal.
episode?
Come on, you with your gal.
Well,
like, hey,
Valentine's what?
come on, mama.
coming in different, bro.
Yeah, we bringing in Valentine's guests.
For sure. We have to.
Yeah.
Bro,
we have to.
it's gonna be,
Patreon.
yeah.
If you're
Pink
trying to
Day.
be my Valentine guest, you know where to find me.
You talking to
5
Josh?
No one looking at you.
Oh,
I'm just looking.
The camera, bro.
he's avoiding
See
eye
what Josh got to
contact.
deal with in that chair, bro? Oh, my
Don't deep it,
days.
bro.
Nah.
Don't deep it.
Yo, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Falling off the rails.
Episode 9 of 5ASIDE Podcast, and we gonna see y'all on the next time.
Come on.
Peace.
Peace.
Bow.